Welcome to Spoopie States, also known as Scribbled States. This is my guest, Alex Garcia, also known as Smiles. How's it going, Alex?
Doing good. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so I have a few options when it comes to drawing. If you're on the art space, I had this background which I really like because it's like a pretty cool theme with it, right? But then there's also this one
hmm
which is pretty classic. So which one do you want to start drawing on?
Ooh,
You want to go spooky or do you want to go old school Looney Tunes spooky, like less spooky?
uh, ooh, um, let's do spooky.
Yeah, spooky time. Okay, so now that we're starting, tell me about yourself, Alex. Tell us about you. I mean, I know about you. We've known each other for a while. Uh, so tell me a little bit about yourself as an artist. Here, let me.
Um, well, I have been drawing since, I guess, kid, baby, one of those. I do have pictures of, well, me drawing on a little wooden drawing desk, I guess.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
But yeah, so I've been doing it for a while. Enough where I even drew on the bedroom wall, my parents' bedroom wall.
Yeah, I've seen your studio back in the day too. Um, you do graffiti and stuff also, right? Like you do like a lot of like freehand like paint and whatnot also.
Yeah, the graffiti part was a lot more in the book. I tried spray painting and doing stuff like that. Uh, I wasn't too good, but it was fun trying it, I guess. I did set up my whole room with graffiti, but it was always more in the book. I like drawing in the books. It was a lot more fun.
True, true. How many art books would you say you have about now?
Let's see. I have different kinds. I have marker ones, charcoal, sketching, multimedia.
That's a really cool.
Uh,
I think that's really cool, man. Because you're like one of the more um, multi-talented artists that I've seen, right? And you've always been able to just take it and go. You know what I mean?
hmm
Yeah, and like that'd be on my shopping list too if you decided to make a drawing book. When did you first decide? Okay, first, what got you into tattoos?
That one. Um, well, I drew a lot in high school. I would see a lot of. I would give away a lot of my drawings,
Yeah,
and when I would ask, a lot of people would either still have it, or most of the time they lost it, got thrown away. The parents threw it. But it was my cousin's boyfriend that did tattoos and kind of got me into the whole idea of that I could put art on people that they cannot erase or
that's that
lose.
that's actually pretty badass. that's like a that's just like it's just like never again. Almost like a vengeful like this is mine.
Yeah,
How dare you lose it? I'll
it's
make
on you
sure.
forever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. How long have you been tattooing?
Uh, right now, the shop that I'm at, I'm already at 10 years. Before that, I tattooed out of my house maybe for a good 3, 4 years, on and off, kind of.
3, 4 years?
But yeah, I never really include the house stuff. There's a guy at the shop that's been doing it for maybe over 20 years for sure.
That,
And he had asked me questions about it, and he includes like the house stuff. Like, oh, well, then you've been doing it for this long. I'm like, I guess.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. So, what would you, I know we're doing Looney Tunes today, right?
Hmm.
What was your first impression on you? Like, when was the first time you actually seen Looney Tunes?
Kid for sure. Age maybe uh, 6, 7, from what I could remember.
Yeah,
It was always Bugs Bunny with Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd chasing each other, and
causing
even the Wile E. Coyote. Yeah,
causing a ruckus. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like
Cause
I feel like the Looney Tunes has had like an impact on me growing up too. You know, because I feel like a lot of the Toonie inspirations I have are based off of like these really old ethereal things that just kind of like morph and break the laws of physics, you know?
hmm
Yeah. I know there's a Six Flags over in that area that you're in too, right? Um,
yeah,
yeah. What was your thought when they decided to be like, "Hey, Looney Tunes is our mascot"?
that's. I mean, I when I first went, I was pretty excited. The thing that sucks is I didn't really have the money to buy the merch they had.
Yeah, it's like those that theme park price gauging, man. It's never really like, um, it's never really in favor for like the people that are actually going there. It's just like I feel like it was another money uh, grubbing pit, you know, for like
Hmm.
production to be like, hey, uh, let's uh, let's see how much more money we can get out of this bit. but
Pretty
then,
much.
but then again, you think about it, like Looney Tunes has always been a bit, right? Because it was the way for what is it, Warner Brothers to fight. Well, not to fight, but to compete against Disney, right?
Yeah, because Disney had
They had Mickey and they
the
had like
whole
a few
Mickey
other things.
Mouse thing, and
Didn't they have like a rabbit too? I remember they
yeah,
had.
but
I can't remember the name, but I remember they had like a rabbit or something, right?
yes, they did have the uh,
Pretty sure
black
some.
and white.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like Jeffrey Dahmer the rabbit or something.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That'd be like really cynical, you know? Like they were just like,
He
yeah,
was pretty evil. No.
yeah, yeah. There's like there's a rabbit. He eats people, and he scares children. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. We got him. That's a normal name,
We
right?
got him.
Matt. So, what would you say your favorite um, Looney Tune is?
Um, they were all pretty funny. They're just obviously like the certain episodes.
Yeah.
Um, I always said Elmer Fudd, not Elmer Fudd. Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh yeah, Foghorn Leghorn. He's the rooster, right?
Yeah,
So well, I say, son, I say you don't hear. Yeah, and
pretty.
then they had the chicken hawk. I remember the chicken hawk.
Yeah,
Man, what a throwback. You think about this stuff, and it's just like this stuff was made before our time, you know. But I feel like
yeah, it was.
we get to like call it a throwback because it was like made for it was made like almost like timeless, right? And I really appreciate that like it came into my life, right? Because these things are just like they I feel like they help inspire like a lot of the other cartoons. Like have you ever I'm sure you're into it too, but like Ren and Stimpy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, think about like all the influence Ren and Stimpy has on like just off of Looney Tunes in general, right? And I'm kind of like, you know what? There's a lot like I don't think cartoons would be what they are today if we didn't have these I want to call them titans, but I feel like one of those like executives. Yeah. these titans of media came to pave the way for other
Yeah,
cartoons. But theoretically, they are.
they just stole ideas.
Yeah. But theoretically, like they are titans. You know what I mean? Like in terms of
Yeah,
uh, where they came from and who they aspired, what kind of
that's true.
yeah, you know. So Foghorn Leghorn was definitely one on my list too that I like. But I think I was watching a lot of Tom and Jerry, and then they had Sylvester and Tweety, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, hold on, another cat chasing another animal, and I think that's what actually got me. I think that's what actually got me into a lot of the um, like Looney Tunes bins. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So um, that being said, what was your favorite episode out of Looney Tunes that you liked? So you'll probably hear my dog snoring in the back. She's taking a rest next to me. Um,
You're fine.
yeah.
I'm over here just trying to figure out this whole color thing. I can't change the color.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna hit up those two little boxes in the corner, right? And it brings
Yes.
up a color wheel, and then you could move the color based off of that. So like right now, I'm going to yellow. Boom, and then boom.
The double click or
You should just be able to click it,
Nope.
and then like a color wheel box should show up.
Nope.
No,
It's fine.
it's fine. You'll go
I
blue.
keep trying. That's why there's so many blue on the screen. Is because I keep double tapping the screen.
What about like single tap? It's not coming up with a single tap.
Does it for the erasing?
Maybe try
Let's
going
see.
like into the pen again, and then also into the piece. Yeah. So when I was one of the other Looney Tunes shows, one of the other Looney Tunes things that I really liked was the musicals, because
Mhm.
they use a lot of classical music for their stuff, you know, and I've always
Yeah.
felt like it was a way to I wouldn't say artify, but like you know how like they make something super artsy, right?
Mhm.
I always feel like when they put these musicals in, it was another device to make the show a little bit more unique, you know? And that's another draw that kind of drew me into Looney Tunes was a lot of this classical music. Like remember when um, Elmer Fudd uh, was chasing Bugs. I don't remember the Melodies episode it was, but I do remember he's chasing Bugs, right? And it's through an opera. Um, what was it? Opera. It's like the setting, right? uh,
Mhm.
like a stage, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like the opera, the stage, the whole performance room.
Yeah. So that one was one of them that just kind of lingers in my brain because then you hit the one scene where he's cutting Elmer Fudd's hair, and that bit is just so unique for its time. I feel, you know, even though it
Mhm.
was like previously used on some of the other pieces that you've seen, but you know, because bald and you know they like to be okay making jokes with like bald heads and all being shiny and all that other stuff, right? But then
Mhm.
for them to reinforce it and add uh, opera and then use the opera to create like a dramatic effect, you know, it
Yeah,
really
the
yeah go on.
part of the whole scene to get to the whole feel of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember. I know we're drawing Slenderman. Does he have like It's like a full ass suit, right? Like he has like a jacket and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I messed up. I just put him in an office shirt. So maybe I could maybe I could leave him in the office shirt and he's like he forgot his jacket and he's cold, you know. Uh, uh, but yeah. Back to the Looney Tunes, the Looney Bin. Um, what were some of the Halloween episodes that you remember? Because I remember they had some monster ones.
Uh, the one I always remembered is that big red one, the
Oh yeah, the
hairy
thing,
red.
the thing
Yeah, the
guy.
thing.
Yeah, I don't remember his actual name. I think it is the thing though, right?
I want to say it is.
I just want to say one thing about the thing is that he's so relatable as a character because I'm just so awkward, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't even that scary either. He's just like very docile. Like
Yeah. If anything, the
it just
Yeti was more terrifying than the thing because the Yeti was
yeah. I remember
huge. Wasn't he like a space Yeti too? Like he wasn't like a real Yeti?
that. I don't remember. Just his haircut and a little hairstyle that he had.
Yeah, it was just kind of like almost like hippie. I know they made him like all doofy, right? But
Hmm.
I thought it was really cool that they kind of kept a. I feel like I'm messing this up so bad. I kind of feel that it was cool that they kept his persona a little um, derpy, but then like also loving. You know, like he had like
Hmm.
this innocent heart, and everyone was scared of him because he had a bad temper, right? But at the same time, it's he's so relatable just because he just wants the world to be a better place, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Slender Man. I asked prior to this like um, what your favorite cryptid is. Slender Man, I really like as a cryptid, but I'd like to know your opinion on what called you to Slender Man.
I the way I got into it was just obviously YouTube videos,
Oh,
and
like Marble Hornets. I think we talked
um, I,
about
f-
me and another friend were talking about this in another episode, but Slenderman was definitely one of those notable characters that we both like and enjoy.
yeah, there was just some videos of like people seeing in the pictures, and then they came up with the whole history of it's been around for years, and
Originally,
the suit kind of
it was like a creepy pasta, right?
yeah. From what I've heard, it was just something that some Photoshop contest like in 2009,
And then it became a thing.
and yeah, people just supposedly started reported seeing them and creepy things and all that stuff. So it just became a whole huge
How the internet just
yeah.
roams wild, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like the Slenderman kind of has taken from a lot of really other cool cryptids, you know? Like I feel like he's very relatable to like Skinwalker kind of like uh Wendigo uh creatures, you know?
Hmm.
Because he does have the aspect of like, okay, well he's going to get you, right? You don't know how he's going to get you, but he's going to get you. And that was one thing that was really like notable in the Wendigo aspects because it was like he was always off to get somebody, but the Wendigo was more of like a curse, right? And then the Slender Man himself also is a curse, right?
Hmm.
And seeing how they relate in the curse aspect, I feel like it's definitely notable to um, give credit to other cryptids to help the making of Slenderman. Does Slenderman have a belt? I don't think he would need one, but I feel like he should have a belt for some reason.
It's when he's running after the kids.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, hold on, my pants are falling. He's running through the woods too, so it's just like it makes sense. If he didn't have a belt, his pants would just be falling all the or unbuckling. I don't know if you've ever worn a business suit, but like
Yes.
yes, like for some reason whatsoever, for those women out there that are listening, for some reason whatsoever, wearing a suit, the buttons do not like to keep buttoned. Right? Even if you wear a belt, like the belt's just there to just like reinforce the suit to keep on you, right? But the buttons never stay on. So what's up with that, man? I think it's just like, if anything, suits should probably have like their own lore for cryptids, you know?
Why the buttons never stay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you lose the button, it takes your soul. Yeah. So, Slenderman is definitely. I do like the Wendigo aspects about it. Do you have any favorite Slenderman stories?
I mean, not really. They're kind of all seem the same. Someone going out in the woods to look for them. I did try like the video games,
Yeah.
which were pretty hard, slightly scary, but I just feel like you can never get away from them because you're like they have you in a room or whatever in the forest.
I feel
And
like
then the
it's.
moment you start,
I feel like it's like more jump scares though, huh?
yeah, the moment you just start seeing the screen get all staticky, you're like, yeah, you'll see him in one turn, you turn around and more static, and then next you know, he gets you.
Boom. He's gotcha. He's gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he's in the mafia? I mean, the suit kind of, gives the mafia vibe, right? Pinstripe. So
He
maybe
might have been.
yeah,
Now he's
maybe,
getting his revenge.
yeah, like Polly didn't pay up, so he's just like, Polly, I'm here for my money. Yeah.
It was the nature mafia, and they killed him out there.
Yeah.
So now he haunts the forest.
Search for more people to well, not.
He was
Is it extortion?
I
right?
think he was I think he was a suit salesman.
Suit salesman. That actually makes sense. That would make sense.
He just wants people to wear suits.
Yeah, yeah, and then like the conspiracy would be like maybe it's like the suits are overly priced, but he refuses to go down on the pricing of his suits. So like as he's running or people are running from him, he's just like, "Why are you running from me? I just want to sell you suits." And then they're just like, "Stay away. These bargains aren't even ethically okay."
Stick.
Oh man. So have you heard of the event of those girls murdering someone in the name of Slenderman?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Do you think they were lying about it? Do you think she just wanted to be cool or something? I feel they were doing it just for a trend. Because I don't believe.
Most likely.
Yeah, I don't believe that something took possession of her to make her believe that, unless she's like schizophrenic, right? But I don't think there was any underlying events of schizophrenia, you know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. But do you think they should hold her accountable for her actions? Because she was underage,
I
right?
would say, yeah, but if she really thought about it, then that's.
It's
I
like,
mean, I know a lot of people go to the like, well, they didn't really know they're kids. Like, well, that kid had a whole plan.
yeah, like it's just like, you don't go camping without hot dogs and then show up with, a knife, and then it's just like, okay, well, you know, like we got a knife, we got hot dogs. Where's the buns? You know, and then
Yeah.
obviously, if you didn't bring buns, you're obviously kind of contemplating to bring buns, right? So therefore, it's like you knew you were going out to the woods to get hot dogs and buns, but you chose to stab your friend 13 times. You know, kind of like who what was the metal band that did that? Immortal? No.
Oh yeah.
Varg. What band is it? Mayhem. It's Mayhem, right?
Was it Mayhem? I feel like it was a different band.
No, I'm blanking out on it. I'm gonna have to Google
Like
this.
Gourmet Gone or something like that.
Gorgoroth?
Was it? No.
No, it wasn't Gorgoroth. I gotta look this up. Hold on.
I want to say it started with the G.
Let's see. Isn't that guy like out of jail already? They had him in jail, but then they released him or something fairly recently.
I have not kept up with that history.
I know he's like a socialist or something, right? But then he's also like, wasn't he like a neo-Nazi for a while? Something like that. I don't know.
All kinds of things.
Yeah. So what? Have you ever had any spooky stories yourself? Like any ghost encounters?
Not really. There's one. I would used to. Obviously, my room was on the second floor of the house.
Yeah.
And it was above the kitchen. So there's times I'll lay on the floor to see if anyone's in the kitchen. You could usually hear dishes or someone talking.
Yeah.
And one time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you hear somebody call your name?
No. But I did hear what it sounded like, someone washing dishes. You could hear it like when they set the plates on top of other plates, so they like click
and clank together. Yeah.
Yeah. I was hearing that, and my mind just went to like, well, someone's down there. Let me go see what they're doing. And I go downstairs, and I make the right, and it's just pitch black. Well, it's just dark, like no lights are on. And I look in the kitchen, there's no one there. The lights are just off, but I'm like, I would have heard someone leave, or right as I'm going down the stairs. So I got tripped out, and I ignored it, and I just went back upstairs.
Do you believe that if you give something the power to manifest, it will like come into existence?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat, man. I think like the same with ghosts too. A lot of my theory on ghosts was like always they don't bug you if you give them the power to bug you, they're gonna bug you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm like a ghost like therapist or anything, or like licensed in the spiritual realm or some shit, you know. But
it's not FDA approved.
Yeah. Sir, you can't be on this flight. Why? What did I do? What did I do? I thought this was America.
It's just America.
You gotta make this fleshy stuff look a little bit more dead. I know he's supposed to be like white, right?
His face, yeah.
Yeah, I'll make his face white. I'll make these hands. I just want to put difference because his suit's already kind of white. Maybe I should give him like a blue suit, you know?
Blue suit. Pinstripe.
Yeah, pinstripe. I'm gonna do, because I already took his jacket off, remember? I wasn't able to go back on that. I'm just kind of accepting things as they are now. We've gone too far.
They've gone too far. That's how I am with this blue.
It's just like, yes, there's no turning back at this point. Tell my
blue
wife and children.
creatures.
Tell my wife and children that I love them. Yeah. But if you think that like, okay, so back to manifesting and like ghosts and stuff, right? So,
Hmm.
do you believe that ghosts, as they are manifested, uh, it gives them willful energy to keep existing?
I would say yes.
Yeah. So what is your spirituality like? Is it like, okay, so like when you die, what do you think happens to your body when you die?
The body itself.
Or not so much the body, but
Uh,
like what happens, like, conscious, whatever, right?
I'm really open-minded to a lot of the stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, we ain't here to
and
judge. You could talk about
yeah,
whatever you need to.
and I feel like a lot of movies try to tell you things.
Yeah.
Uh, there's this one I've been wanting to see. I don't remember the name to it, but the scene that it shows, this guy he passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in like an office.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that he died, but the guy he's talking to tells him like, you passed away, and where you're at right now, it's kind of like a intermission thing. We look at your life, we see how you were, and
Is it
if
similar to like
you were
a Matrix almost?
uh not really, because he does talk about it, and he says it is like there's like angels, but you have to earn to be that level.
Oh, so
And
it's like a reincarnation almost, right?
pretty much, yeah. So he basically tells the guy that he has to go back to for whatever the reason was, and the guy's like, all right, well, I'm willing to go back and fix it. He's like, yeah. So, well, you don't go back as yourself, you go back as a whole new person. You start as birth again, and you're not going to really remember anything. And I heard someone else mention something like that too. So the guy that mentioned it, I heard
Yeah.
it from him first, and then I remember seeing that video short on YouTube or something.
Ah,
But
so
yeah,
go on.
yeah. So I put those two together, but the guy that mentioned it first was saying it comes down like to the whole, like the gods Anunnaki kind of thing, but he called it a soul trap.
A soul trap.
You-
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he's basically, we're all trapped in it. When you pass, that light that you see is not necessarily like the afterlife. They trick you into going into that, and then they just recycle your soul back onto earth for you to continue this cycle of working.
That's almost got like First Testament Bible. What do you call it? Vibes? No, not vibes. I mean, vibes is the wrong word, but like the first Testament is more like, hey, you guys are slaves put on this planet to like serve us, so like, we're gonna keep you here, until you ascend or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's off context, but one of the things that caught my eye was like to the window to the wall. I think that's what Jesus said, but it's one of those. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's I could see why that could be like I could see that as a thing that happens, because when people are experiencing life or death scenarios, a lot of the time they do see like a light, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's always mentioned.
Yeah, and it's always a mention. There's only been one time I seen a dude like talk about how he went to hell, but he was just like, I was a car salesman, and I'm just like, you deserve that shit. Yeah. So like, it's it was fairly interesting to hear a lot of these near life or death experiences. Like even like some of my own. Have you ever had a life or death experience?
No, I don't think so.
I think I want to drill Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd. Yeah, like have you had any dreams of visiting the afterlife? I know we're getting pretty ethereal here, but
No, not really. I did have one crazy dream where some kind of giant or creature like hit me, and I swear I felt like that whole pain on my face and head,
oh,
but
like
no like afterlife kind of thing.
was it like a physical impact or more like just kind of like someone smacked you or something?
Like a physical impact. Like hit me from like the top going down. So I felt it in my head and throughout my body.
That's wild, man. But then again, I've also had experiences like that too. I remember telling you I've had sleep paralysis in the past. A lot of that's
Hmm.
like very auditorial too, and it makes me think that like maybe I imagine things, but at the same time I'm just like, there's no way I'm imagining a lot of this stuff, you know?
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
sleep paralysis is like the craziest feeling to have.
yeah, dude, it's like I got to speak with Kayla yesterday, and she's been one of the only other people that um, I've talked to that's had similar experiences with sleep paralysis. But
Hmm.
man, this just makes him look happy. But it's like it's definitely a life changing experience because you don't see reality the same, you know.
Hmm.
And what am I trying to do here? Sorry, I'm getting all like all caught up on my drawing. So yeah, like having that sleep paralysis, it feels like there are just ways to go about, you know. I can't remember when the eyes pop out. Does their do their teeth and stuff also fall out? Like when they're surprised.
I think the top piece show and then the tongue sticks out.
It's kind of like that, huh?
Yeah.
A for effort. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Sleep paralysis, demons, experiences, and oh yeah. So yeah, so my take on this is: have you ever, like heard that? Uh, okay, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of science in this
Okay.
because I like science a lot. Physics in general. I just don't like the mathematical physics. I like theoretical physics. It's a lot more fun, open minded, you know? Uh,
Hmm.
so there's a theory that when you hit the speed of light, time slows down, right? But then you
Hmm.
think about it when you die, time also slows down in your brain in relativity to your own beliefs, right?
Yeah.
So, would it be safe to say when you die and life slows down, are you living another reality in your brain uh, off of um, the event of you dying? So, like, you would almost cycle loop it, right? Into yourself?
Michael.
Like, okay, so, like, Elmer Fudd has a hat. Sorry. I'm just like, I got to think about this really hard because it's like, uh, I haven't drawn Looney Tunes in a while, and I know I'm really off. And normally I don't draw by memory. I'll have like a reference, because I'd like to be an artist, but I wouldn't call myself an artist because I see people like you, man, and I'm just like, that's art. Like even that painting that you have, I gaze at that thing, man, and I'm just kind of like, um, I'm just like, someone put this together and like collimated it in their brain and expanded it onto a piece of canvas, you know. I'm like I don't think I would be capable of doing that. So like obviously kudos, like awesome, because I wish that was an factor that I had, right?
Yeah,
But
just practice.
honestly, even with the practice, it's just color theory in general is hard, you know? Like it's easy,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's easy online, but once you like break into like a color theory that's um like for to get the actual colors and know how much you need to mix, and like how much for another thing too is like um the cost of paint is not cheap.
No, it's not.
So
It
just to be able
depends on
to,
the brand, I guess, too.
yeah, so like just to be able to throw um paint out like that, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
is just phenomenal. Well, just not so much phenomenal, it's just like to calculate your paint in advance is such an awesome skill to have, because there's people like me out there that are struggling with that, and you know like um it doesn't get easier. Like you have to go through the process and waste, not so much waste, but like have that paint that you're going to know you're going to throw away, you know, to be able
Yeah.
to process your artwork properly, you know?
I'm gonna do that with acrylic paint a lot.
Yeah. How much
It
acrylic paint?
dries up.
How much acrylic paint would you say that you've tossed in your time?
Um, I would probably say like the little bottles. I would probably say it's a good amount of. I don't know, probably like maybe 9 of those little bottles.
That's still
Because
insane, man.
I fill it up, I make the color that I need,
Yeah.
and if I use it all up, I still have a chunk of that color. And if not, I have to make more of that color. And then once I use it, it just dries out. Unless I could try to recycle it, which is usually making it slightly darker, slightly lighter to help with the blend. Most of the time, it dries out and then thrown away.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's just like how long do you feel like it took, like an average person, how long would you feel it takes them to adapt to a color theory of their own? Because it's not just like a process that everyone can learn, right? It's just like everyone's got to kind of like put their 12 cents in and then have their own process, right?
There's a process of how people paint.
Yeah.
There's a guy at the shop that does oil paintings, and the process to that, the way he does it, he makes the colors that he needs first, and once he has his whole color layout, that's when he'll do like the outline layout on the design,
Yeah.
on the canvas, and then from there he does like a color process of, it's like a dark brown, burnt umber. And he does all the shading with that. And then he'll go slightly darker, then darker. And then from there, it's
So it's
the
easier.
black.
It's easier to start from like dark to light. Is what you're saying?
Light to dark.
Oh, light to dark.
Yeah, because the light, you could do your whole sketching, fix your proportions, and from there, that's you start adding darker for the shades, and then that medium tone ends up turning into like a light tone because you go to another shade darker.
So much science in that. Yeah, I know. There's like classes just based off of color theory too, huh?
There is, and then they have like the color wheel, which I a couple years ago recently found out how to use the color wheel.
Isn't it like a triangle, right?
Square, but it's a wheel.
That's some like caveman physics right there. You said it's a color wheel? Yes. Why is it square? Because oog.
It's oog. Those are breaks.
Yeah, oog. Yeah, that doesn't tell me why it's a wheel. Oog. Okay then. I think he's made his point, sir. I don't know. He just said oog and showed me a box. Yeah. I prefer the one with... Yeah, go for it.
So the color wheel kind of helps too with tattooing if you're going to use color.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would want, let's say, just blue flowers.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's cool. We could do that. But I'm going to have to need, depending, I guess, an opposite color to balance, to make the blue pop out, or, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever had like impossible requests for tattoos?
Some.
What was your most illogical request for a tattoo?
Lately now, it's been people bringing in AI images.
Oof.
And it's AI tattoos. So there's like, oh, I want this on my finger. And the AI picture, it's a finger
but it's
with
got like,
no wrinkles.
But it's got like 40 different freaking like
the most detailed looking thing you'll see.
That's fucking wild, man. AI
would look bigger and better on a calf, but not your finger.
Yeah, AI I get a really gross feeling when people use AI for art. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm like guilty of using it for like, you know, like management and like scheduling and all that stuff, right? Because those are like high paying jobs that like people get, and I'm like, I'm not going to go to school to be an accountant. You know?
Yeah.
But then you get people that like use it like, you know, oh, I'm an artist, I made Garfield shit on fucking Guy Fieri's chest, that's art. I'm an artist. You know?
That's art.
And like that's pretty accurate, right? I'm not crazy when I say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just like, are you really an artist? What is your opinion on AI?
I'm not really a big fan of it. I get like the usefulness of it, but don't abuse it. My coworkers kind of use it.
Yeah.
Not to make their full art, but they use it to express their ideas, to see what it comes up with.
So it's more like a pastime kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I still do like the old school Photoshop. I'll find pictures, I'll layer it up on Procreate, and I'll start erasing and clipping and overlaying. But I never really like the ideas AI gives me. I don't pay for it, so I do like the free ones.
Yeah.
And it'll give me certain stuff, and I'm like, nah, that's too much. And then I'll do refresh, and it's like, nah, that's too much. And then another refresh. I'm like, you know what? I don't even like this idea anymore.
Yeah, it's just like, why am I even here? It feels like brain smut almost, you know? It's like, what should I do? Should I have Shaquille O'Neal kissing 3 tortoises? And then you get that done, and then it's just like, yes, I
Yes.
am an artist.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that bring in designs and we kind of just redraw it, but we're not gonna give them the exact same thing they brought in.
Yeah. How would a copyright infringement even work on that case? It's just like, would someone just see their design on someone's arm and just be like, that's my skin now?
That's my skin.
Yeah. I'm just like, it trips me out because it does impede on a lot of people's like intellectual properties, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's better just to draw from scratch.
I believe that 100%, man. Another thing that I miss is another thing that I do miss is I think I talked about this on the last podcast, but I do miss being able to just draw in little books, and I do have to do it more, but like to find inspiration on getting back in there, what are some recommendations that you got to fight burnout for other artists out there? Because that's hard. That's a hard one, huh?
Yes, well, because I've had moments when I was at the tattoo shop and obviously learning how to draw traditional roses, skulls, daggers, to the point where you're just like, I've drawn so many skulls from different angles. I've done traditional and realism roses. One time I literally sat there scribbling, just scribbles and scribbles, because my mind was just like, what do I even draw? Like, do I draw this? No, like what? Because I couldn't really come up with an image.
Oh.
So I just let my hand go on the paper and literally scribbled circles, lines, squares.
So that's almost like fundamentals, though, right?
Pretty much. I mean, I would assume it'd help just to kind of clear your mind for a bit.
Oh, kind of like a regrounding.
Yeah, because the guy that's with us now, the 20-year artist,
yeah,
he's so into art that anything that just kind of like anything's a fundamental to him. So he had us draw all together on the table, big old sheet of paper.
Yeah.
And he's like, just draw like either lines, like a maze, kind of like squares, circles, dots. He's like, just keep doing that to the paper. Like you cover the whole sheet of paper. Like just keep doing shapes. And then the other time he was just, he gave us clippings from a magazine and a hat. He's like, pick 2. And we picked 2 pieces of paper. And mine was like a little teddy bear and a water gun. He's all right. Now draw something with that. Like you can add to it, whatever, but it has to include those 2 images.
That's actually pretty badass. It's like a drawing practice, right?
Yeah. So he had to do a lot of stuff like that really kind of helped us get our mind going. Another one too that helped was with the books, because he always got his books.
Yeah.
And he told us, whatever you draw, like you find out, or that you notice that you draw a lot, like say like you're just always doing skulls.
Yeah.
Like make a list. Like, all right, I draw skulls, I draw horns, or I draw cars, you know. And then the next time you're at a writer's block, look at your list and go off your list, because that's something that you can draw and you could easily put something together.
Yeah.
So he always just had to do little exercises, and to me it helped, especially writing the list.
Like the burnout, though, right? It helps with the burnout. Sorry, that was me.
Whoa.
It'll go back.
I thought that was me.
It'll go back. I promise. There you go. Yeah. No. Dude, like I feel like I need to take steps into different mediums to get to that point of like, um, oh, I could draw again. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like me doing this digitally, so I feel like the digital aspect, like using my book too much, is another key
Hmm.
factor in like how it just deteriorates me. you know?
Yeah, learning different media is actually very helpful because they all have their own different approaches,
Yeah.
which you will probably be more interested in doing. I would say is alcohol markers.
Alcohol markers.
Yes, it has that style of like the graphic novel, and it kind of does have the same applications as digital
Yeah.
when you're overlaying colors and getting the shades. Because I like alcohol markers just because of the graphic style, the
Yeah.
graphic novels. Charcoal gives me more of like that dark uh bioorganic style because I could easily do this dark shading to it and
Someone
light
told me,
shades.
yeah, someone told me too that markers are like a really cool, like, because you have the different tips you can mess with,
Yes.
right? So they were telling me that that's a really good one to work with because just because of the tips. And I'm kind
Yeah,
of,
they have the bullet tip and then like the chisel tip.
what would your favorite brush be in your experience?
I would say the chisel tip
Yeah,
because
because
you
you're
could use obviously
yeah, because you're
like the
really
thin
in
part of it.
you're really into like
Sorry.
typography, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of
I
your
do
typography,
calligraphy writing with it.
yeah, a lot of your typography I adore. It's just such uh, a like for me I struggle with that just because I got like doctor writing. You know what I mean? Where everything's just kind of like scattered, like squiggles. It's just like I could read it, then someone else reads it, and they're just kind of like, not what is this? Yeah. But to slow down and be able to like do the actual stuff that you do, I'm kind of like, man, there there must be a lot of practice that goes into that, right? So do you go into like fonts and then just practice the fonts over and over again?
Yeah, that actually does help the. Well, I honestly I practice with a lot of just regular handwriting, so I just get the flow of it.
Yeah.
When it came to like the Old English writing,
Yeah.
that one obviously you need like the certain tip for it. I did follow the little pamphlet books that came with like the speedball ink dips,
Yeah. Those are
and then
actually
from there,
those are actually pretty cool. I wish I was able to like write with like the like a feather pen or something.
mhm,
Yeah, that'd be really freaking cool, man.
it, it's they're pretty fun. It's just having the right ink for it. And
Mm.
then you always got to clean that brush after you're done.
Uh well, it's it's definitely like an expertise to have, and like it comes in handy like when you're making like logo designs and stuff too, right? Because like you could like,
Yes.
yeah, you can base off of like different aspects of that. But we are at about an hour in, which is pretty good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, dude, we did a pretty good thing going on here. If you zoom out, check it out. We got a pretty good little setup here. So,
That's cool.
is there anything you'd like to say to our audience before we disperse?
Um, Thank you for listening. It's my first time doing like a podcast drawing thing. I think it went pretty well. I would like to figure out how to get this color change on the ink, but okay with the blue.
No worries. I could show you how to do it like off cam or whatever. But go ahead and I believe your Instagram for your tattooing is it's all art and BS, right?
Yes,
Yes, I'll put that in the description. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram. I don't think you have a YouTube, do you?
I do actually, but I don't have anything posted on there. It's
Okay.
just to look at stuff.
Okay. I'll put his socials on the bottom. Go ahead and check him out. If you're in his area, go check his shop out. And until next time, guys, we will see you again. All right. See you.